Hi, everybody, and welcome to a bit of learning through the early years department at the Durham District School Board. My name is Amanda, and I'm an early childhood educator facilitator. And today I want to talk to you about the Code and Go mouse that is currently available for you to lend out through the Media Center. So it comes in this box with all these great items that you see in front of you. And I'm just going to walk you through a little bit on how to use it so you can get started to use it. So you can get started using it in your classroom with your students. So the first thing you need to know about this little coding robot is that it uses batteries. So it uses 3 AAA batteries, but it doesn't use any kind of apps or any kind of other devices. Everything that you need to use this mouse is built into the little device, and you use these arrows, and I'll explain a little bit more about the arrows and the buttons in a bit. But all you need to get started is this mouse. But what's really great about this kit is that it comes with a bunch of other things that you can also use to challenge your students when they're using the mouse to code. One of the first things it comes with is 16 of these green squares. So these green squares, they all attach together and you can make a maze out of them. And what's really great is that these green squares are measured out so that when you move this mouse one time, the space that it moves is actually one of these squares. So it's really easy to count out and to move the mouse along the grids that you create with these squares because they're exactly sized for this coding robot. Some other things that it comes with are these tunnels. It comes with a few tunnel pieces, and the robot mouse just goes under them, and they're really great for when you're creating your mazes. And they also come with a few of these walls. So these purple walls are great for creating barriers. They just slip in between the little green pieces so that it just creates a barrier that the mouse has to move around because it can't move through it. Another thing that it comes with is this little piece of cheese, and this cheese just acts like the ending point. So the goal of the path that you're creating through the maze is to get to this piece of cheese. So you can place it anywhere, and you just want the mouse, when you're coding it, to get to the piece of cheese. It also comes with these stem cards, and so these stem cards have different mazes already created on them that you have to recreate using the pieces in the kit. And the goal is for the students to place the mouse and code their way through the pre-built mazes that are on here. Another thing that this kit comes with are these cards, and these cards are just to help our students remember the codes that they're creating, because once they put or press one of the buttons to code the mouse, they won't be able to see what code they've already created. So these little cards just act as a way for them to remember what code they've already made. So if they press forward on the mouse, they would just put that card down and know that that's the first step in their coding was to press the forward button, so they remember where they are in their code. It also, of course, comes with a set of instructions so that you can read through them if you have any questions. They come with a great set of instructions that really tell you everything that you can do with this mouse. Now let's get to talking about the mouse itself and what it does. So as you can see, on the top, there's a variety of buttons. They're all color-coded, so it's easy to tell which ones are which. And it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 directional buttons. And so this is used for directional coding, telling the robot exactly where you want it to move and how, just using simple directions. So if you press the forward button, it's going to move 1 space forward. If you want it to move more than 1 space forward, let's say you want to make it move 3, you would press the forward button three times. If you want the robot to turn, you would press one of the 2 turning buttons, and that'll just turn the mouse 90 degrees in whichever way you asked it to turn. And then there's a reverse button, the yellow one here, it just makes them back up 1 space. There's also a red action button. The action button actually just makes the robot do a variety of different actions. It picks them at random. So one could be that it makes noise. I think the other one makes it rock back and forth. So this is just a random little fun button that adds an action to your sequence. So once you've coded where you want the mouse to go, you've used the directions, maybe you've added a few actions, you just press the green button and then the code will just start on its own, and it'll just run until the code that you've entered has finished. If you need to reset your code, if you need to erase your code and start again, let's say you're making a new maze or your code didn't work and you need to redo your whole code, you just press the yellow button and it resets and it makes the code start back at 0. So now that I've shown you what it does, I'm just going to actually put it into action so that you can see how this robot moves along the grid. So I've just created a really simple grid here. I've made a little grid that's 3 spaces long and 2 spaces wide. I put this little tunnel here and I've created a couple barriers, but I just want to move my mouse forward to get this cheese, and really all I needed to do is move 2 spaces forward. So I just click the blue forward arrow twice, and then if I click the green button, it'll just start the code automatically, and it'll move 2 spaces, and as soon as it touches the cheese, it'll stop because it's reached its goal, it's reached its destination. So we've accomplished our maze. And what's really good about this is that there's like a sensor in it with a magnet. And so once the mouse comes near it, it makes that little noise and an eyes flash telling you that you've reached your goal. So that is all that is to this Code and Go robot mouse. It's a really great introduction to directional coding for your students, and it is available through the Media Center Lending Library if you'd like to try it out with your class. If you have any questions about it, make sure you leave any questions about this Code and Go mouse in the comments. If you like this video and want to make sure you see all our future videos, make sure you're subscribed to Art Early Years YouTube channel. And if you like this video, hit the like button so that we know to put out more videos like this for you. I really liked filming this one, and so I hope to see you guys again soon with some more coding activities.